Breaking news, hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have more clear pictures of the Skullector Corpse Bride Emily doll. Just after, they literally just dropped after I posted my other video where we had the older pictures. No, you can still watch my previous video because those are my earnest and honest first impressions of the doll with those pictures. And now that we have clearer pictures, it's definitely interesting because we do have better looks at some Easter eggs, references, nice details, and a shocking plot twist. The dress is actually not half bad. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Once again, the origin of these pictures comes from at DGEI Collectibles on Instagram. They are a small toy store, I think, and somehow they managed to get a hold of this one Skullector Emily doll. Now, the proper official release date will be sometime in August or apparently in fall, but she's coming this year for sure. That is for sure, we know. So yeah, these are just, again, I don't know how or why, but this person has this doll, so that's why we're here. And the pricing is around $65 US, and it's only her. There's no Victor, nothing else. So yes, now let's take a look at these better pictures, because I feel like, yeah, definitely, now with these pictures, you can definitely see, okay, it's not, you know, let them cook. We have something going here. It's not all bad. Now, in my previous video, I did talk about in depth my thoughts on what I really dislike about this doll. And so I'm not going to go too in depth again here. But basically, I think a lot of us did not like the dress, right? From afar, in those early pictures, obviously with the lighting and like the quality wasn't the best. The dress, it looked like it was like a print, you know, just a really bad looking print. But now with these better pictures, if we zoom in, you know, it's clear that there's no print here. It's the actual pattern that there's an actual pattern of holes in the fabric. That's the fabric itself. It has holes in the fabric. It's not a print. That's actually part of the textile, you know. I don't know what it's called specifically, but it's like a mesh almost, right? So that's just the texture. That's like just how the fabric is. So that, to me, definitely, that completely like switches up the entire dress, because now I can't say the dress is cheap because it's a print. Now it's actually like, oh yeah, it's an actual like fabric here that has the texture that, you know, and the pattern, and underneath of that white we have the blue tulle, right? Like there's multiple layers of the blue underneath that kind of gives off that look that I thought, you know, it was a print, but it's not. Or maybe I'm going crazy and it is a print. I don't know. It really looks like it's just like you know, like the actual texture of the fabric, it just has holes. So that looks much better, I think. If it was just a print of like a whatever random zigzags, whatever, that would have been like, okay, what are we doing here? But it's not a print, so therefore I'm like, okay. I still don't love the silhouette of the dress, like, and it's just, it looks, the fabric, the quality of the fabric is still, you know, up in the air. We don't know how good it is, if it's paper thin or if it's like medium or if it's nice, you know, if it's the good stuff. We still don't know specifics, but it at least now knowing that it's not a print, you know, to me, that was a big deal. I'm relieved because now I feel like, oh, there's actual like stuff going on here with the dress. It's not just a print. It's not just like a draped over cloth that looks random and like it's baggy. Like, no, it's okay. You know? Something else that we now know for sure is that the rib cage detail, the ribs that are exposed, you know, on the design of Emily here, previously we weren't sure if it was like a print on the dress, if it was like, you know, like a fake rib or whatever. Like, no, now we can see clearly that there's an actual, like, it's molded into the actual body of the doll. So that is a unique sculpt, I think, you know, like it's definitely like an updated, like, unique sculpt here, including the skeleton arms, and then the, you know, like the leg, and then now we also have the one rib exposed. So that is like part of the mold itself. That's really cool, I think, because again, like, you always think, you know, Mattel, they could really just print the ribs on the dress. But no, thankfully, like, it's the actual ribs are there. and there's an actual hole in the dress, like around that spot, and you can see them peeking through. Like, that's okay. Yeah, thank you. That's what we want to see, accuracy and details. And we want to see effort put into this doll because she deserves it, especially for, celebrating the anniversary of the movie, 20 years, I believe. So that's, yeah, important, okay? These things, these details, they matter. Close up here of her face, it confirms to me that I love her face screening. Like, it looks amazing. She sports a brand new face sculpt. The nose, it's like upturned. We have the nostrils. They're so small. Her nose is so small. Like, seriously. Of course, in the movie, the noses are really small. They're just so small. So that makes sense. I did see people pointing out that in the movie, her features are much sharper. Like, she has cheekbones, and the jawline is like, it's just sharper, more elongated, details, features on her face, like in a movie. So yeah, in the doll version here, definitely the face is rounder, but I think it makes sense. It's more confirming. It's more conforming to Monster High faces. Usually Monster High face sculpts are rounder. They're not usually, super thin or bony, except for Spectra with the cheekbones. But we still do have enough cheekbones here. The nose is very thin, and again, it's a new face sculpt for her specifically. So it's new for her, definitely. But yeah, maybe it's not as, sharp features, but I think it works because it's not supposed to be, one-to-one of the character. It's the Monster High version of the character, right? So of course, we're going to get some Monster High attributes that are going to win over, over the original design's features. What? so yeah, I think it looks good. The makeup, cute. Lipstick, amazing. The expression looks really cute. The thing I think we can all agree on here is that it really sucks. Now that we have these clear pictures, is that the little decaying part on her cheek, where you can see the teeth in the movie, obviously, that's like 3-dimensional. That's like an actual part of the mold. And here in the doll, it's a sticker. It's like a print. This is where, okay, well, that sucks. Yeah, because it looks like a sticker. It literally looks like a sticker. Like, it will chip off. Like, it will come off any second. Definitely does not look finished, to me. So I feel like they should have definitely, and it's so weird because I was just talking about how this is a brand new face sculpt, but if it's a brand, it's so, how come if it's a new face sculpt, they couldn't also include that little, spot right there with the teeth showing? Like, they could have easily, again, it's a new face sculpt. They could have just as easily also included that little feature with the teeth showing through, and because it does matter, because it looks really flat. It just looks so flat, and it's definitely not enough detail for what the actual design demands here for the face. It should be molded on. It should be part of the face sculpt. There should be painted details on that face sculpt, on the molded, it's a whole thing. And instead they thought, no, we'll just print it on. We'll just stamp on that little detail and call it a day. Yes, sirree. No. So, I don't know. It's on the one hand, brand new face sculpt, small nose, big eyes. But on the other hand, it's a sticker. This is a sticker. They just stamped on the cheek and they called it a day, and they were like, that's good enough for $65 US. Okay, sure. That's disappointing to me. Because again, they went the extra mile to create a new face, and then they chose to ignore this really kind of important detail on her cheek. Anyway, now I don't believe that the person who owns this Emily doll will actually be unboxing them, because they probably know that this doll is worth a ton right now, because they're the only person to probably own this doll so early. So we're not going to get probably unboxed pictures of Emily here, but on the packaging, we do have a stock photo that shows Emily walking. And because of that pose, we can see the heel on one of her shoes is actually Scraps, the dog from the movie. A lot of people were anticipating for him to be a little figurine, accessory. And no, actually, Emily does not include any accessories, which that's also so weird. No purse, no bouquet. She literally has a bouquet in a movie. Okay, whatever. No accessories. But okay, they included Scraps as the portion for the heel. So yes, another object heel, but at least here it is Scraps, and I think that's cute. Does it work with the heel look, with like the overall shoe design? No, it looks off, definitely. But it's a nice reference, and I guess I'll take it. It's cute. It's Craps. He's here. Amazing. Yay. Speaking of her shoes, I'm not sure what the other object heel would be. If one of them is Scraps, who could be the other heel? Like, who could it be? Could it be another character reference or some kind of like item? Maybe a flower, maybe a butterfly? No, probably it's gonna be like something, because I saw like in a picture it's like blurry, but it's like white, so it's probably gonna be like something with it, like to do with a character. Piano. Victor plays piano in a movie. What else? Obviously she's wearing a ring, so it can't be a ring. What could it be? I'm trying to think of like important items and objects in the movie, but it's kind of hard to think about that. So I don't know. Let me know down below what you think could be the other object heel, and then the actual shoes themselves. I still don't like them. I wish that they would have been just a simple white heels, but they're not. And then here we have some more pictures of the packaging with different, designs and illustrations and stock photos of Emily. I have to say, like the stock photo with her with the veil in front of her face, that's definitely like emo girl, like definitely like very goth, but it works. I feel like it's so gorgeous. Like I love that the veil actually seems to be like very big and long. Her hair seems to be also super long. From what we can see here, it definitely goes past her waist and it probably almost reaches her knees. So the hair is super long. I mean, I love that. So yeah, the veil, the hair looks amazing, and even the construction of the dress seems to be very flowy and definitely seems to have a train in the back. So I love that, honestly. I think now seeing better pictures has definitely changed my mind, and I think she's no longer like a horrible release, but she's definitely better than what I thought she was gonna be based on the previous images that we had. So I'm honestly very happy to say that, yeah, she looks better. I think the dress is not actually too bad. Also, fun detail, the actual pattern on the dress is not random. There's actually like spiderweb details on the back. It's hard to see, but definitely there's like a spiderweb detail on the back in some places. So it's not random. So at least, and so even there, it's like, okay, yeah, there's actually a reason for that random looking pattern. There's, spider webs in some places. So, there's actual thought put behind every part here, I think. Well, except for the belt, which I still feel like, why is it here? And also the shoes, which I feel, okay, like, why are they here? give us the normal shoes. But yeah, aside for the shoes and the belt, I think the dress is okay. It could have been better, but I do think at least we have layers, and at least it seems to look like it has a lot of volume, and I love the face. I love the earrings, the worm. And then we also have her hair and the veil. All of those things are amazing. So I think it really just comes down to, the shoes and the belt being like, yeah, just... It's a Mattel-ism, what Mattel loves to give these designs: unnecessary belts and unnecessary looking shoes that are not accurate. And the scrap detail on the heel is fun, but like they could have just given us a Scraps figurine and a bouquet of flowers. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have any accessories here. Seriously, $65, y'all. No accessories, no purse. Well, what you gonna do? So yeah, I think overall, yeah, decent. I'm not sad here. I do think she's really stunning, and honestly, I hope I can get her. I hope I can get her, because she would be my first Skullector doll, and I feel like it would be fate, because again, I have an actual connection with the movie. I have memories of watching the movie. I think I even have like a pirated version of the movie, like like it's a knockoff version or something. So because when I went traveling as a kid and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I think I can't wait to see the actual stock photos, and but it'll be a while until we actually get her released. Like again, fall, summer, couple months for sure. So that's kind of crazy that we already have photos of her here, but we still have to wait so long. And yeah, those are all of the new pictures we have, and probably gonna be all of the pictures that we're gonna get, because again, I don't think that this person's gonna be unboxing this doll. Again, like they seem to be like an online retailer or something, like they have a toy store, online toy store, so I don't think they're gonna be unboxing her anytime soon. So this is probably it for now with Emily, pictures. And honestly, I'm good because I've seen enough, but I'm also like, we still have yet to see her unboxed. And so I do think when when you unbox it all, obviously it's different. You can see her in all this from all sides, and the dress will poof out and the veil and the hair. We'll get a better look at that. So honestly, I'm good because like, I don't want to ruin all the surprises. Like I do want to see more of her, but I feel like, seeing all of her now makes no sense because we still have to wait for so long. So I'm happy for now. I'm satiated, we've seen enough, but we still have some mysteries that we don't know, right? So yeah, but what do you think now with these better pictures? Has it changed your mind? Are you like, okay, this is good, I'm not too disappointed, I'm gonna get her? Or are you still like angry and sad about her not looking like how you thought she would? But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.